What if the thing you thought was safer is actually harming you faster than you ever expected? Today, we are breaking down a massive life or death question. Cigarettes versus vaping, which one is actually killing you faster? For decades, we've known the devastating truth about cigarettes. They're a leading cause of lung disease, cancer, heart disease, and premature death. The science is settled, so when vaping burst onto the scene, millions of people made the switch, believing they were choosing a safer alternative, a way to step down from the dangers of tobacco. It seemed like a modern solution to an old problem. But emerging science is telling a very different and frankly, alarming story. It turns out, people who vape aren't just inhaling harmless water vapor. They're re-exposing their lungs and every cell in their body to a cocktail of chemicals that could be just as dangerous as cigarettes, and in some ways, potentially even more so. The problem isn't just what's in the smoke or the vapor, it's about how your body responds to it at a deep, cellular level. Here's the urgent truth you need to hear. Both smoking and vaping attack your lungs, your heart, your blood vessels, and your immune system. And the scariest part, it often happens silently, without any warning signs. You might feel fine today, you might be breathing okay, running, and living your life. But beneath the surface, damage is accumulating. Right now, millions of teens and adults are vaping every single day, completely convinced that it's harmless fun. Meanwhile, doctors on the front lines are reporting a disturbing trend. They're seeing unexplained lung injuries, a surge in chronic inflammation, more and more patients with rising heart rate issues, and even early signs of serious cardiovascular stress, all linked back to inhaled chemicals from these devices. This isn't some far-off future problem that might happen one day. This is happening right now to real people. So, what is really going on inside your body when you smoke or vape? Let's break it down. When you light a cigarette, you're inhaling smoke that contains thousands of harmful toxins. We're talking about tar, carbon monoxide, and heavy metals like lead and arsenic. These substances directly damage your lung tissue over time, coating the delicate air sacs and making it harder to breathe. They also get into your bloodstream, damaging your blood vessels, making them stiff and narrow, which sets the stage for heart attacks and strokes. It's a slow, progressive poisoning of your entire system. Now let's look at vaping. Vaping doesn't burn tobacco, which is why it was marketed as safer. Instead, it heats a liquid, often called e-juice, into an aerosol that you inhale. But what's in that liquid? Well, it usually contains nicotine, the same addictive substance found in cigarettes, but it also has a mix of flavor chemicals, solvents like propylene glycol and vegetable glycerin, and other, often unknown, compounds. Here's where it gets really concerning. Many of these substances, when heated and inhaled, do some serious damage. They create something called oxidative stress, which is like a rust that forms on your cells. This process disrupts your body's natural ability to repair itself. It triggers inflammation throughout your body, not just in your lungs. And some studies suggest these chemicals can even harm your DNA and weaken your immune function, making you more vulnerable to infections and other diseases. In fact, some groundbreaking studies are showing that certain chemicals found in vape liquids may impair lung function, interfere with cardiovascular health, and even increase that oxidative damage faster than smoking alone. Let me repeat that. In some specific ways, the damage could be happening faster. So, the reality is, both are incredibly harmful, just through slightly different mechanisms. One is a shotgun blast of known toxins. The other is a mysterious chemical cocktail with emerging and terrifying consequences. Despite this, there are so many dangerous myths that people believe about vape. The most common one is, it's just water vapor. This is completely false. It's an aerosol filled with fine particles and chemicals. Another one is, it's not addictive like smoking. Again, false. Most vapes contain high levels of nicotine, which is one of the most addictive substances on the planet. And the big one, it's not causing any long-term harm. But the clinical data is starting to pour in, and it paints a very different picture. We're seeing that vaping can immediately increase heart rate and blood pressure, putting a strain on your cardiovascular system. We know for a fact that certain vape chemicals create free radicals, those damaging molecules that age your cells prematurely. Doctors are seeing more patients with respiratory inflammation, or vapor's cough, and the addiction patterns are proving to be just as strong, if not stronger, than those from traditional cigarettes. So, the idea that vaping is a safer alternative might just be a dangerous, deadly illusion. Now, after hearing all of that, it's easy to feel scared or hopeless, especially if you smoke or vape. But here is the most important part of this video. Here's the good news. Your body is an incredible, resilient machine. It is capable of healing, especially when you give it a chance. The key is to remove the source of the damage. When you stop inhaling these toxins, your body can begin the amazing process of cellular recovery. You can support this process by fueling your body with real, healing nutrients. The damage isn't always permanent, but that's only if you take action. So, if you smoke or vape, and you're ready to choose a healthier life, here are 3 concrete steps you can take, starting today. First, and this is non-negotiable, get support to quit. Quitting is hard, and you don't have to do it alone. Talk to a doctor or a therapist. Use certified quit programs. Join support groups, either online or in your community. Sharing your struggle with others who understand is one of the most powerful tools for success. There are people and resources dedicated to helping you. Second, start actively improving your lung and heart health naturally. This is about giving your body the building blocks it needs to repair itself. Start by hydrating consistently. Water helps flush out toxins and keeps your lung lining healthy. Focus on eating anti-inflammatory foods. Think about colorful berries, leafy greens like spinach and kale, and healthy fats from things like avocados and omega-3 rich fish. These foods fight the inflammation caused by smoking and vaping. Also, practice deep breathing exercises. This can help improve lung capacity and reduce stress. And finally, start some form of gentle cardio, even just a 20-minute walk each day. This gets your blood flowing and strengthens your entire cardiovascular system. Third, optimize your daily habits to create a healing environment for your cells. Prioritize good sleep. This is when your body does most of its repair work. Find healthy ways to reduce stress, like meditation, spending time in nature, or picking up a hobby. Stress is a major trigger for cravings. And importantly, replace the nicotine habit with healthier routines. If you used to take a smoke break, take a walk instead. If you vape while driving, listen to a podcast. You have to retrain your brain. Look, this journey is not about being perfect. It's about progress. Every cigarette you don't smoke, every time you put the vape down, is a victory for your health. Your body wants to heal. It's fighting for you every single second. And the very first step in that healing process is understanding the truth and making a conscious choice to change. If you found this video eye-opening, please subscribe to our channel for more science-backed life-changing health insights. Give this video a like to help spread this crucial information to others who might need to hear it. And make sure you watch our next video, where we're going to do a deep dive into exactly how hydration, specific nutrients, and a powerful mindset can supercharge your body's recovery after you quit. Thank you for watching.